One man built the largest empire the world had ever seen, from India all the way to Egypt. But here's the crazy part, he wasn't born king. He stole the throne, crushed rebellions across 3 continents, and created systems that still influence governments today. And somehow, most people have never heard his name. This is the unbelievable rise of Darius the Great. In 522 BC, the Persian Empire was in chaos. The previous ruler, Cambyses II, had died mysteriously. Then a man suddenly appeared claiming to be his brother Bardia and took the throne. But according to one Persian noble, that man was a fraud. That noble? Darius. According to ancient records, Darius and 6 other conspirators stormed the palace and assassinated the fake king. Just like that, Darius crowned himself ruler of the Persian Empire. But here's the problem. Almost no one believed he had the right to rule. And within months, the entire empire exploded into rebellion. And suddenly, 10 different regions declare war on you at the same time. Most kings would lose everything. But what Darius did next was absolutely insane. Within a year, rebellions erupted in Babylon, Egypt, Media, Persia, Elam, basically the entire empire. But Darius responded with lightning speed. According to inscriptions carved into stone, he fought 19 major battles in just 1 year, and won every single one. He crushed rebellion after rebellion, then immortalized the victories in one of the most famous monuments in history, the Behistun inscription, a giant cliff carving showing Darius standing over defeated rebel kings. Basically the ancient world's version of a victory poster. By 521 BC, the rebellions were over, and Darius was no longer just a usurper. He was undisputed king of the largest empire on earth. But conquering an empire is one thing, running it is another. And what Darius built next changed civilization forever. Darius didn't just conquer land, he reorganized the entire empire. First, he divided the empire into provinces called satrapies, each governed by officials called satraps. Then he built something revolutionary, the Royal Road, a massive highway stretching over 2,600 kilometers, with relay stations where riders could switch horses. Messages could travel the entire empire in days instead of months. In fact, the Greek historian Herodotus wrote, "Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor darkness stops these couriers." Sound familiar? That phrase later inspired the modern postal system. But Darius didn't stop there. He introduced a standard currency called the Daric. He standardized tax systems and built one of the greatest capitals in ancient history, Persepolis. A city so grand, it symbolized the wealth of the entire Persian Empire. At its peak, his empire ruled over 40 million people. That was nearly half the world's population at the time. But there was one enemy Darius couldn't ignore, a group of tiny city-states. That would become one of history's greatest rivals, Greece. When Greek cities supported revolts inside the Persian Empire, Darius decided to punish them. He launched a massive invasion. But in 490 BC, Persian forces faced the Greeks at the Battle of Marathon. And something shocking happened. The Persians lost. It was one of the first major defeats of the Persian Empire. But Darius never got the chance for revenge, because while preparing a second invasion of Greece, he died in 486 BC. The campaign would instead be continued by his son, Xerxes I. But even with that defeat, Darius left behind something incredible. A system of government, road networks, currencies, and administration that influenced empires for thousands of years, all built by a man who was never supposed to be king. If you want more insane stories about historical figures who changed the world, hit subscribe right now, because the next story might be even crazier.